So, Gumbadaru, and welcome back to our next plenary session for this afternoon. My name's Vicki McDonald, and I'm chair of the Information Online Committee, who's bringing this webinar to you today. We're really thrilled to have our next keynote speaker today, Peter Gorgels, and Peter is the manager of digital products at the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam, and his responsibilities include the website for the museum, the Rijksstudio, and also the app. And Peter is always looking for innovative ways to improve the interaction of the audience with the masterpieces of the Rijksmuseum. And if you're like me, you've probably been admiring their website for quite a long time. So we're actually thrilled that Peter will talk to us today. And the title of his presentation is Collection, Connection, Conversion. So over to you, Peter. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Peter Gorgels from the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. I'm very glad that you make me part of this beautiful conference. And I'm going to talk a little bit about our digital strategy. Well, the Rijksmuseum is always open online, and that became very important during the pandemic. And the lockdowns was a difficult time for everyone. It still is for us now. And digital became even more important for us. And in the first lockdown, we thought, well, people still had to see our beautiful museum and our beautiful gallery of honor with all the famous works of Rembrandt and Vermeer. So in 2 weeks, we made a beautiful presentation, and this is a little bit video about this.
If you've ever seen an angry swan, you'll know that this painting isn't exaggerated. She's life-size and fearsome, partly because our view of her is from below. Wings heaved wide, feathers flying.
Well, this interactive virtual tour became very popular during the first lockdowns we had in the Netherlands and also all over the world. So, an online visit is, as we say, is just as important as an offline visit. That's our belief. So we want to offer the digital visitor a valuable museum experience, but also we assume long-term conversion. So online visit is as important as an offline visit, but in the end, we hope that people, will visit the Rijksmuseum if they are in Amsterdam, if they have the possibility to do this. So our strategy became, through the years, very simple. It is about collection, connection, conversion. So we have our collection, that's our Rijksstudio, with the concept close to the collection. I will talk about this a little bit later. And we have connection. We want to make a real connection with the audiences and the collection. We do a lot with social media, but we hadn't had anything on our website for this. So we made a new thing, a stories platform. I'm going to talk about this also a little bit later. And the third thing is conversion. That's also very important for us. We sell tickets, and we sell products a lot. And we do it also on our website and on our app. And you see, you have that business wheel. Those three things have to come together, we think. And that's a little bit our digital strategy. So I'm going to work this out in this presentation. We have the Rijksstudio. We have the stories platform. It's very new. And then you have the transactions and the product sales. Well, to start with Rijksstudio, we want to bring the collection to the public. Our collection belongs, we think, to the Dutch taxpayer and to the whole world. So we opened up the whole collections, now 500,000 artworks in very high resolution, totally for free. We present large images. You can zoom in very easily. You can save them, make your own collections, share them, and make everything you want with it. And it's totally free. So for private use and commercial use, it's totally free. So we have now 615,000 Rijksstudio's after a few years, a lot of personal collections, and more than 2,500,000 downloads. So people download those high-res images and make everything they want with it. So when we look at making new things, we tend to look at user trends. So we're not just making things that we invent. We look at what people are doing, and for visual bookmarking, visual social media, Pinterest was a great example. It still is, and we built the concept around this example. So what we do, this is the starting page of Rijksstudio. We engage new audiences at different levels. On the top of the page, we present our own collections, our own stories with Rembrandt, Vermeer, other famous artists. And if you scroll down the page, then you come in a user-generated visual timeline. And there we present our stories, like Willem van der Velde 2, you see on the left, with, for example, design inspiration. It's just like a collection that someone made for design inspiration, and we present them together. So we really want to democratize art. We want to say, well, what we say about our collection has the same value as what other people say. So that's really the idea behind Rijksstudio. So you can download your favorite images, you see beautiful details, you can zoom in very deeply, and people really like to play with this. So we think everybody is a museum director. With Halloween, you can make your own Halloween collection. You can get creative. There's someone just he picked the left corners of artworks and made a collection of it. It's like an abstract artwork in itself, you could say. And we want to attract new users. Cats also always very popular on the internet. If you want to make your cat collection, that's also fine. So we don't attract art lovers anymore. We also attract new users that have not only art interests but also other interests. So, and we also want to stimulate active reuse. So we have some partners, some sponsors, and we do projects with them. For example, Albert Heijn is a big supermarket chain in the Netherlands. They put artworks on their milk cartons. We did a project with Droog Design, a famous Dutch design collective, and they made tableware inspired by our Golden Age tableware. But Rijksstudio is for users, and this is just a picture we found on Twitter. People just put it on curtains, our artworks, and what we see is now that our old artworks are now spreading all over the place. They are in hotels, they are on murals. People are really using them, and it's totally for free, as I said, also for commercial use. So we also do a design contest every 2 years, and I have a little movie about this. So we had a lot of entries, I think more than 25,000 from all over the world. And the winner was a beautiful book, some beautiful skateboards, and the scarf concept. So yeah, you can see you can get very creative with our collection, and you're totally free to do anything you want with it. So what are the success factors of Rijksstudio? It's the power of the image, very simple design, democratizing art. The art belongs to everyone. And well, we offer everything for free. So the value of the marketing we get out of it is much more than the value of the turnover we have by selling those images. And having a very good platform is even more important than the beautiful content we also have. So we have big impact. We have a new audience we can reach, a culture snacker, we call it. We have deeper engagement, and you see the traditional museum world is also changing in this way. So yeah, if you look at it as a point of view of digital transformation, and you see the collection, we have open data, we have a big concept, make your own masterpiece. You could say from a more information technology approach, we entered like more a user-centered approach with a great concept. So last year we revamped the website with a new stories platform, and well, we're going to tell a little bit about this. We had a concept by Rijksstudio closer to collection, but we are wondering, well, what could be the concept for that story platform? That's the challenge we had. And so we're making now a connection with people. How we're going to do it? And yeah, we sensed there was an opportunity to create a new big online concept. So well, connecting is part of the Rijksmuseum mission. We connect visitors to the Rijksmuseum online. We want to connect with the audience through stories, and stories can connect with the collection and also deepen the collection. So we came up with a very simple concept connected to the Rijksmuseum. So, but what is the best example we thought about of storytelling in 2020 where we can get inspiration? Well, of course, we came up with Netflix as a great example. Yeah, I think we think that this is the best example of storytelling at the moment. You see here how it works. Everybody knows it. So yeah, you can think in this way of Rijksstories as series of the Rijksmuseum. And series have known characteristics as episodes, cliffhangers, storylines on different levels. They have a fixed duration. They are addictive. And well, Netflix only does video, but we are not limited to video. We also wanted to make some more interactive templates we're going to use that really fits into what we want to tell as a museum. So here's a little bit how the new website looks. It's also very with big images, just like Rijksstudio. And this is the stories platform. You see the header. And yeah, you see here an example of a video series. And this is another template we use. It's like a hotspot. You can zoom in very deeply. You can tell all you want about those details. And well, this is an example where you can compare artworks. So what we do is make different templates and make different formats, different series. And yeah, that is our great new stories platform. We have a little video also about this.
That is why we love Vermeer.
Invention is the realm of the artist. Photography's magic is awaiting you.
So, well, with the new Stories platform, the Rijksmuseum connects the public with the museum and the collection. So we use high quality series like Netflix does. And yeah, the Rijksmuseum positions itself as a digital production house for art and history. So in the streaming video area, but also with podcasts and all kind of different interactive formats we use for all kind of target groups. And the offer is constantly being renewed. So we make new series all the time to engage people. So we have connection with our new story platform. We also do a lot on social media, but to have like your own story platform where people come to your website and maybe buy things, buy a ticket to go to the museum, that's also very important for us, that we can tell our stories on our own channel, so to say. Well, as I said, during the pandemic, we had really digital acceleration. Give some example. In the Stories platform, we had a big online exhibition about slavery. We had a real exhibition, but because of the capacity in the museum, it was not so big anymore because of the measures around the pandemic. We choose to do the whole exhibition also online for people in the whole world for this also important subject, we think, the slavery history of the Netherlands. And well, you see a little bit images about this. You see here 360 degrees views of the exhibition, and we tell the 10 stories also online. And it is like video stories with sound is and we make use of it. And so that's one example. What we also did is not digital, but we have very high res images of the night watch. And what we did was a life-size real image of the night watch, and we bring it with an educational program to old people houses, hospitals, and places like that. So the night watch really went on tour for people who couldn't visit the Rijksmuseum during the pandemic. Another image of it. We also did, like a lot of museums, we did a lot of live tours, online events in different ways. And you see that only not digital, the digital department was doing this, but also the educational department, our members department, and the events department, the whole museum went digital. And I think that influences the way we think about digital, and it became very important. So digital becomes part of the entire organization. So, well, we have the three business wheels, but we also have like the channel integration strategy. So we have those three circles, and they work together. And well, what we want to do is like more an integrated channel strategy. So we say we have three circles, but you could say we only have two pillars, like inspire and learn, engage with content, and we have the transactions, product sales. And those are, they are very important for us both. So with inspire and learn, we have social currency, and with the transactions, we have real currency, real money. What we do, we plot them on what we say the customer journey from awareness, acquisition, activation, retention, revenue, referral phases. And you have more like the inspire and learn phase and more the transaction phase. And we really want to mix them together. In all the phases you can inspire and learn, and in all the phases you can buy a ticket or come again or do a workshop in the museum. So we really want to make it like an integrated channel strategy. And here you see a lot of the means we use from outdoor, print, TV, podcast, but also landing pages on the website, CRM marketing systems, So through the whole customer journey, we try to inspire people and to also nudge them to buy tickets. So we also have like KPIs also for Inspire and Learn. So this is a little bit in Dutch, but we have now, as you see on the right, KPIs also for online engagement. So we measure how long people look at our stories, how many they look at it. And we have all kind of ways of measuring this. And so we don't only have KPIs for ticketing and products, but also for the more soft things, like engagement and how much people are inspired and learn things. So that's also very new for us. So what we also do is we are now building a paywall for our members. So on our stories platform, it's a little bit a mix between transaction and Inspire. So we have some content, some story series that are only for our members, for our friends, and we make like a real paywall for this. And I think that's also a new thing that's in the cultural world now coming up. So if you click on a story like this, you are invited to become friend to see it. And that's a new thing in our digital strategy. So, well, to end a little bit, we have that collection, connection, conversion. We do a lot with validated learning, as we call it. So we're measuring data every week and optimize our website to sell things. We have KPIs for transaction, but also for engagement. And we're working on that paywall to connect with people online. So from like isolated projects, we are now working slowly to an integrated channel strategy and to a whole organization that is becoming more and more digital. So, well, this is my presentation. I hope you liked it. If you have questions, you can reach me on Twitter at @pgorgels. And I think my everything is also in the platform of this conference. You can find me. So I'm glad to hear from you, and I wish you a very good conference and all the best. Thanks.